Hey guys, I bring you gracious greetings. I believe you all are doing great today. Wherever you are watching from, we gladly welcome you to the program Gospel Lounge. Our package today will leave you thrilled, informed, and blessed. My name is Victor Chief Judge, and the show begins now. Let's sing a song of worship and praise to God for His love and His mercies. They are simple songs. I know you can sing with us. Kabiosio, you are the King above all the earth. Kabiosio, Kabiosio, sing with me. You are the King above all the earth. Say you are the King right there. You are the King above all the earth. Kabiosio, Kabiosi, Kabiosio, Kabiosi, Kabiosio, Kabiosi. One more time, you are the King, you are the King above all the earth. Lord, you are the King, you are the King above all the earth. Kabiosio, Kabiosi, Kabiosio, Kabiosi. Lord, we thank you for all your goodness and your mercies over our lives. Thank you so much. And it's been a very wonderful time always having my friend and my brother in the studio. Thank you very much, Aka, for being here. Thank you. All right, friends, life is enjoyed when divine principles are duly acknowledged and practiced. Therefore, in this session of reflection, open up your heart as we reflect on God's word, which is able to build you up and make you better, even here on the earth realm. I'll be back shortly.
May God bless, protect, and keep all of you viewers. Today, I like to reflect with you from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 24. St. Paul tells us that all of us, we are running a race, and we all are running to win. How can you win the race of life? The answer is simple. You have to persist. You have to work hard. You have to stay the course. Mind your own lane. You have to be strong in prayer. You have to have a courageous heart, not to give up. You have to train. For we are in this world, as it were, we are in a battlefield. But we know that we do not fight alone. We fight with the weapon that comes from heaven above. The weapon of the Holy Spirit. The grace that is unfailing that works in our lives. We know that we do not run by our own strength. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth. God equips each and every one of us. God empowers each and every one of us. God works in each and every one of us. God enables you to win. The battle does not belong to you. The battle belongs to God. And that is why you must keep your eyes on the prize. Like our brothers and sisters who were taken into slavery to North America, to the Caribbeans. In those days, one of the battle cries of the slaves was, keep your eyes on the prize. Run to win, not to lose. God did not create you a loser. God created you a champion. But you cannot win until you run the race. There is a saying that God feeds every bird, but God does not bring the food to the bird in the nest. The bird has to fly, glide, and go in search of food. God always provides for all our needs. God created you in order to make you victorious, in order to make you a champion, in order to make you a success. Yes, in life, you meet with challenges as you run to win. Just like St. Paul said, all the runners in the stadium, they are running to win. But not everyone wins. Why? Why is it that some people do not succeed in life? It's not that God does not want them to succeed. It's not that God does not love them. For God, like we hear constantly in Scripture, St. Peter says, the truth I have come to realize in the Acts of the Apostles, he says this, is that God shows no partiality. So God does not choose some people to succeed and some people to fail. God does not choose some people to die and some people to live. Otherwise, God will be a God of partiality. God equips each and every one of us. So my message to you is, allow God to run the race with you. Recognize God around you, before you, behind you, above you. God surrounds each and every one of us. Do not trust on your own power. If you trust on yourself, you're going to fail. Or when you become weak, you will lose hope. Trust in God. Hold on to God. Run with God. And God will take you to the finishing line. May God's hand be upon you today and
You're welcome back from that awesome session. I believe you were greatly blessed and inspired. Please do something positive with what you've heard. Stay blessed. All right, today I have a great person in the studio. We'll be talking about something very important, the topic diligence. There has been on a daily basis the scarcity of this great virtue of life, especially the one that drives to success and excellence. This virtue is called diligence. It simply means careful and persistent work or effort. This conversation today will be all-encompassing and comprehensive, all right? Because we are going to be touching different aspects of our lives, and how we need to be diligent in doing this. And to discuss this topic with me today is a great guy, a multi-talented personality, and more so, a passionate leader that loves building young people to positively impact their community and the nation at large. Please, friends, help me make welcome Gus Oracle.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming to Gospel Lounge.
It's such a pleasure to be here again.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Yes. You're looking very good.
Thank you, sir. You
Thank
too.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Wow. Let's just go straight to this. See, in your own words, what is diligence?
You know, like you rightly defined, persistent effort in what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have been doing a lot of things, but they are not diligent to what they are doing.
Okay.
And by so doing, they cannot get the maximum result they have to get from what they do.
Okay.
So diligence is required for anything you do in life.
Yeah.
Diligence is required. And
My
so it's
God.
persistent work, of course, an effort to what you're doing.
So what it means is that it's not automatic.
No, it's not. It's not. You have to put the work. You have to be intentional.
You know why I said that? Because a lot of people say, what will be, will be.
What will be will not be. What will be will not be. You have to do the work intentionally. You know, so
Intentionally.
yes, intentionally. So you have to put in effort. You have to be diligent in what you're doing, and it requires intentionality.
And now, generally speaking, now, if in the scale of 10, I want to ask in our society, especially as it has to do with young people, do we really see diligence?
No. I can say very few persons are diligent to what they are doing.
Okay.
But in our society today, we are lacking this virtue. And I think, thank God for this program, is a wake-up call, you know, for every young person to get back to being diligent in their assignment. Everybody has various assignments to do. You know, my assignment might be different from yours. Yours is different from the next person.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever you have been called to do, you know, diligence is required for any and every assignment. Any and every assignment. And it's lacking, that particular virtue is lacking majorly in our fathers. You know, we saw how they were diligent in their purposes and in their assignment, and we could see the results in their lives. But the young ones now, we just want everything fast, quick.
That fast thing, I think, has caused more harm than good.
Yes.
Because, you know, from the definition, it is
Careful.
persistent.
Yes,
When I look at that word persistence, I see time.
exactly.
Process. So this quick getting it sharp has really done a lot of damage to things. But before we go on a short break, why is it that a lot of young people are not so diligent in what they are doing? As a matter of fact, let me try and make a little case here, just to clear this question. Someone goes to get a job, and then in his mind, he said, maybe between 1 month and 3, I'm going to buy a car. You see the mindset. A lot of people get to work. What they have in their mind is what they can get immediately, without looking at the job, knowing the demands of the job and all that. And now when you tell them, go get a job, they say, who job help? They try to cut corners and get. Why is it like that in the society? What's the cause?
A lot of things are factors, you know, but it's not an excuse.
Okay.
Yes. So, for example, a lot of persons are crying hunger. They're not able to take care of some certain things. They need to take care of the economy of the country is bad and all of that. So a lot of things might be a factor to that. So everybody want to do something that they can have money quickly to solve their immediate need. You know, but beyond your immediate needs, you have to learn to look beyond the now.
The now.
Yes. Let's learn to look beyond the now, because the future is what matters.
Yeah.
And how your future will be is determined by your day-to-day steps and processes. You know, so if you want to get everything quick, everything fast, it's not possible unless you want to do fraud.
Okay.
Which is illegal.
Very illegal.
And evil. You know, so, but you have to go through the right way. And the right way requires time. The right way requires time. You can't get anything and everything at just a snap. No, you have to go through the process, you know, to get things done. And it requires diligence, like we said. You have to be persistent in doing the things you are doing. You see somebody a master in any field. Ask the person, how long have you been in this thing? And they will tell you it actually takes a lot of time, to become a master in a thing. If you want to learn trade, I remember those days, my dad had businesses, so he has a lot of boys that served him.
Yeah.
So if they want to be a master in that business, they'll have to, they call it in Igbo,
yes.
Yes, so the person will have to go through a 7 years process.
That's right.
7 years process serving the master before he's now settled to now start up his own business.
Yeah.
So you see, 7 years is not 7 days.
No.
And that's persistency. It requires time and process. So but that's what the young people don't want. Now everybody wants to get things fast, quick, but it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. You need to be persistent, diligent in what you're doing.
Yeah.
It takes time, and this is process. I'm still going to be talking with my friend after this short break. Yeah, welcome back. This is Gospel Lounge on Signature TV. I'm still here talking with my friend Gus Oracle, discussing diligence. Before we went on that short break, you were saying something about putting time into a particular trade.
Yes, sir.
You are a minister and very versatile at that. And I want to ask you, how much time do you invest in what you do to stay relevant? I've seen you in a lot of meetings and a lot of programs, and if I want to use some words to teach, I say he's the reigning guy now. But
give God glory.
Yes, we thank God. But I see that as not just because you are gifted to sing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work put into this. So how much time do you put into what you do?
Wow, so much time. Like we speak, as at yesterday, we still had a 4 hours rehearsals.
4 hours?
Stretch, me and my team.
Wow.
And sometimes we run that 2 to 3 times a week as a team. Then that's aside my personal rehearsals. I want to just major on the music aspect now.
Yeah.
So we do 4 hours stretch, non-stop. And you see, it doesn't look at where diligence comes in now. Sometimes we have the weekend, like last weekend, we have about 7 programs.
Wow.
We went to minister different places. Thank God for His grace. But after those programs, in that through the weekend, on Monday, which is our rehearsal day, we still had to come back again to rehearse.
And
so it doesn't matter.
The stress on everything.
Yes. There is a time stipulated for that assignment, for that rehearsal. So we have to. It doesn't matter how tired we are, how stressed we are. We have to keep at our work because we know that results don't just happen. No, you have to make results happen. And so you have to be diligent in what you're doing. So we put in our time, our effort. We are responsible, with the assignment that God has placed in our hands. We know that the grace of God is upon our lives. But Paul said, I do not frustrate the grace of God that is upon my life. He said, I walk. So there is a place for the grace of God to make the things you are doing, to grant you ease for the things you are doing. But there is a place of
in
effort.
essence, what you're trying to tell me is that the grace of God doesn't call for laziness.
No, it doesn't call for laziness. In fact, the grace of God is what empowers you to do. So if you are not doing when grace is available, you are misusing the grace.
Oh my God, did you hear that? The grace of God is what empowers you to do. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Our friends are looking at us.
Yeah.
Just in few words, I want you to encourage our friends out there. You see, it has to do with time.
Yeah.
And results don't just come.
Yeah.
A lot of people and a lot of factors, just like you said earlier, contributed to a lot of our young people not giving time to learn, to observe, and to put diligence in what they are doing. Please encourage our people out there to know that this is very important.
The God we serve is not a lazy God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ said, I walk because I see my Father walk. So work is required. Is required. So I want to encourage everyone out there, the young ones most especially. The season of our life now is a season to be intentional. It's a season to be responsible. It's a season to be committed to an assignment that is given to us. So whatever your assignment may be, probably you are called into the fashion house, into the education sector, into ministry, into politics, any area of your call. I want you to be diligent in those areas. You see, you cannot be successful if you're not diligent in what you do. So if you know that, and everyone, if I ask now, you want to be successful, let me see, and everybody will raise their hands. I want to be successful. But the key to success, one of the key to success is diligence in that assignment. You have to be hardworking, and it requires time. Don't be in a haste. Don't be in a haste. See, I know your friends, a lot of your friends, your age mates, your age bracket, some of them are already doing fine, some of them are already making progress, some of them are making money already. But see, just be diligent at what you are doing. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
By the special grace of God, I've been doing the music ministry, this music I'm doing, for the past 13 years now.
Wow.
Yes, consistently, 13 years, working, putting in effort, like professionally, 13 years now.
And the results are everywhere.
Yes. So you have to just be patient with yourself. And you see, the moment you are diligent at what you're doing, you just see your life move from one level of glory to another. You just see yourself making progress in that your area. So I encourage you, don't be lazy. Put your hands to work. God bless you.
Can you hear that wonderful words coming? I call you to action today. The first assignment or duty of man after creation was to tend and to keep the garden. That's responsibility. This means laziness is not part of the deal in existence. Therefore, for efficiency, excellence, and success, man needs to be diligent in his duty. Diligence is one of the codes of success you heard from him. And this is applicable to every facet of our endeavor. Whatever you are doing, a lot of people say, I'm a mechanic, I can't do the hello. Put on it, stay on it. Diligence makes someone reliable. Makes you creative. And a whole lot of things. And ultimately, it makes you an asset to yourself.
That's right.
Your family, society, and nation at large. So be diligent in all that you do and see success become your continual experience. I must thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. From all of us here at Signature TV, we say thank you.
Thank you.
And we wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My wonderful audience, thank you so much for allowing us into your space. We appreciate you. I'll see you very shortly. You're welcome back. It's good to have you there. This is still Gospel Lounge on Signature TV. I want to engage you one more time. Let's just talk a little bit as it has to do with the nation and what is going on in our nation right now. The purpose of this program is just to encourage you and to draw out some good news and encourage you and make you feel strong and better. It is not a news today that the economic strength of the nation is not so beautiful. So how do we respond to it? That is the matter. How do we respond to it? A lot of people already, their hearts are failing them. A lot of people are asking questions like, okay, where do we go from here? Is this thing going to be working out again? Do we still have hope? I want to tell you that if you are alive, you have hope. Things will get better, all right? But just like my last guest said, you need to be diligent in what you are doing. You need to be very diligent in what you are doing. Take your time. It takes time. Wise people and researchers have seen that every single person on earth has cycles, okay? Depending on the statistics you're looking at, some people say it's from age 0 to 25, the first phase of your life, and then from 25 to 50, the second phase, and then from 50, stepping to 100 is the last phase of your life. That's 3 phases. I want you to look at yourself now where you are, the things you are doing right now, and how they are working. It will give you a clue on what next to do. All right? Your eating habits right now is going to be affected. A lot of people say, why do you want to touch my eating habit now? I'm not going to eat 3 square meals again. Hello, the economy has changed. Permit me to say something in our language. I will interpret it. They say, when you are climbing up a mountain and it begins to get on your strength, what do? You take it easy. Just like you are driving a car, once you get to a traffic, you soft pedal and then get to the brakes. Once the road is clear, you continue your journey. So this time around, you need discretion. You need discretion. It's not everywhere that you will go. Find necessary places and go to. Find useful places and go to. If it's not so useful, if it is not going to add value to your life, please stay home. Stay home. Stay with your family. Take out time to meditate. Take out time to think. Ideas will come. You see, God created man in a very unique way that if you take your time to think, you will see deeper things about you that you don't know. And then you see your life begin to take a new turn. Ask yourself a question, between now and 5 years, where am I going to be? It doesn't matter what you're doing now. You might be a student, you might be a trader, you might be a professional. Whatever you are doing, take your time, sit down, ask yourself, from now to the next 5 years, where am I going to be? That question is going to help you do a lot with your life and with your time. Okay? This thing I want to buy now, is it an asset or a liability? These are the questions you should be asking yourself right now, because the weather is not so beautiful economically in the country. Where I want to go right now, is it going to add value to my life? If it's not going to add value to your life, stay home. Stay home. Take out time. Be creative. You are a super designed being by God. Be creative. Think. Something will come out of you. There's a gift inside of you. Find it out. Fan it into flame. Do something with it, and you see your life take a different turn. Don't be too fast. Don't be too fast. A lot of people, let me tell you a story. A young man was confessing the other day. In fact, in pain, he was saying, they gave me time. They gave me time. They gave me time. All right? It happened that from one discussion to another, someone took him somewhere, and then they started doing some things that are fetish and all that, you know. A lot of things happen. And then, as at the time he was saying this thing, already he went and bought a Benz. That's okay. All right? People can do a lot of things to get, you know, because of pressure, peer pressure. You want to belong, you want to be classy and all that. Fortunately for him, he entered the wrong circles, and then consequences came. You must know that there are consequences for negative things, right? It's a natural law. There are consequences when you do the things that are not okay. That's why you need to be very careful with the life you live. The good book said, the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 11, it says, walk with the wise and you become wise. For the companion of fools shall be destroyed. Choose your friends this time. There's a lot of people that you have, their contacts even in your phone. All right? And when needs arise to call friends, you see that you don't have anybody. There are people you have that are your friends. Once they come out, they sap the strength that you have. They begin to talk things that are not productive. You need to begin to edit and to remove a lot of people around you. You need to isolate so that you can understand better. All right? I don't know where you are hearing me or where you're watching from, but it's a heart-to-heart talk. I want you to think fast. Just look at the things I'm bringing out to you and then check, say, from now to the next 5 years, what is my life going to look like? It will help you to know who you need to relate with. It will help you to know where to be. It will help you to know what to invest. It will put a check on your resources. The meager resources that are available right now, you will know how to put it where it's supposed to be. When I come back after this short break, I'm going to show you something very interesting, and then we call it a day. I'll see you shortly. It's good to know you are still there. This is Gospel Lounge on Signature TV. Friends, stay having a heart-to-heart talk with you. And I want to show you something very interesting before we draw the curtain today. One of the things you need to do right now in responding to the harsh economic environment that we have right now in the nation is to build useful relationships. Did you hear what I said now? Useful relationships. You heard me right. Useful relationships. Don't get into circles of people and looking for what you will extract from them. That's the wrong move to make. Look out for people that you can add value to their lives or receive value from them. It's a two-way thing. It's a give and take. Find the circles that will mentor you. Find people that will mentor. Learn from them. Learn from their experiences. Learn from their mistakes and add to the strength in your life. Listen, relationship is powerful. Relationship is powerful. A lot of things you have planned for your life, maybe you say between now and the next 5 years, I'm going to be so place and so place. Listen, relationship can actually teach you a lot and fast track I'm a witness to what I'm telling you. So please get yourself involved in useful relationships in the office space, in the market, where you live, in your yard. Create useful relationships. They will speak in time to come. I'll tell you this story. During the war, my father told me that while they were moving in the bush trying to, avoid the enemy and all that, somehow his father, that's my grandfather now, wanted to take a route. And then someone somewhere in the bush that saw his movement started whistling, giving him sign that that was the wrong route. All right? That was what saved the life of my grandfather. Now, fast forward. Some years back, my sister wanted to get an admission into the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. And then, while they were going from one office to the other, trying to, do documentations and all that, she came into one office, and then while the man was looking at her documents, saw my son's name and said, "Where are you from?" That was the question. My sister answered, "Who is your father?" That's the next question. My sister answered, and then the man said, "Leave my office, go home, bring your parents. A lot of things are going to be made easier for you now. I'm going to be in charge. In fact, I am your father from now in this school." That was how the admission process was smooth and things happened. What happened? My grandfather and his grandfather had that transaction in the bush. I'm talking about relationship. It will pay tomorrow. You don't know. The people you pass on the street, you don't know who they are. You don't know the capacity of people. You don't even greet people well. What is your problem? What is your problem? Build useful relationship. Be courteous. Be friendly. You don't know who you're going to meet tomorrow. Most of the burdens we carry, we're not supposed to be carrying them because we don't have the right relationship. I pray today that everything we have said today in the studio, you will make good use of them and then make your life better. I want to thank you very much for being there with us. From all of us here in Signature TV, we want to say thank you very much for being a part of the show. That's all I have for you today. Till I come your way next time, my name is Victor Chief George. Shalom.